Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today I have a deck called the True Hand of Noxus because we are featuring a champion that should arguably have taken Darius's place, Fizz. So this is a Fizz and Draven deck. I went against a deck similar to this when I was recording a video, and the concept kind of intrigued me. And the reason that intrigued me is because Draven produces these spinning axes, which are burst speed spells, so I saw a potential synergy with those and Fizz. Fizz, in case you don't know, will basically stop any spell that is targeting him if you use a spell of your own. And so it is really easy to have a burst cost spell at relatively cheap cost to use, and which will 1 level up Fizz and 2 kind of keep enemies from targeting Fizz and keep enemies from hitting him with targeted spells. So the remainder of this deck really focuses on kind of discarding cards and also having enough spells to level up Fizz. Now, Fizz generally works, or Draven I mean to say, works generally better in discard decks with Pilfered and Sun because there's a variety of synergies between Noxus and Pilfered and discarding synergies in general. Bilgewater doesn't really have that, and so we have to kind of fabricate it, and we're fabricating it through the production of different cards. So for example, we have Coral Creatures, who is creating a 1-cost spell in your hand. We have Jaul Hunters, which is basically doing the same thing. It's creating a sea monster in hand. Pilfered Goods, which will nab a card from the enemy's deck, and if you plundered it will nab 1 more. And then also the Jaul Grifter, who is nabbing as well as creating a warning shot in hand. So 1, they are potentially stealing spells and producing spells in units, and 2, those extra cards that we get in hand that aren't necessarily important to our deck, we can discard with the spinning axes or use them to level up Fizz. It is pretty efficient and generally works pretty well. Now there is an argument that a combination of these two regions isn't the most efficient way of using the kind of abilities of Fizz and of discard, and you're probably right, but this is kind of a new and entertaining way to use it that hasn't been used a lot, and I kind of think is an interesting and new way to play the game. So yeah, some other cards that we're running in this deck, we have Elixir of Wrath, gives us +3 for the round. Super good at giving Fizz extra damage when he's attacking, and he's elusive. 5 attack damage that is relatively hard to block unless he has kind of a area of effect spell, as I like to call them, to take out Fizz, or like a frostbite burst spell ability. Fizz can generally get 5 damage in onto the enemy nexus. That is 6 if he's leveled up. So other things we have in this deck are Vision, which works really well with the discard. Once again, we have Jaul Grifter producing those warning shots. Extra warning shots are easy ways to protect Fizz, and kind of an easy way as well to bait out some spells for your enemy when they think that you don't have enough mana to block an ability. Just creating more of these warning shots work really well. And then we're finishing up the game with Riptide Rex. Riptide Rex will create these cannon barrages and damaging the enemies, doing board wipes, and then between that and having units down and using things like Vision, we can get huge hits onto the enemy nexus. So that's about it for this deck. Once again, it is pretty fun and entertaining to play. A different way to play Fizz and Draven together. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have a suggestion of a card concept or deck concept that you would like to see, go ahead and send over a suggestion and we'll try to make a deck around it. So anyway, have a nice day and we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so we're going against Anivia, Sejuani, and Darius. So we're going to see how this works out. Might be kind of interesting. Okay, we're going to get rid of Pocket Aces, Riptide Rex, Make It Rain, although these two are a pretty good combination to start out with. I think we're going to keep Warning Shot. This is in case we draw Fizz, and also in case we draw something like Pilfered Goods. So let's play Fizz first. Pretty easy to protect him this round. Alright, so he plays his Yeti Yearling. I don't want to attack yet. I don't want to get rid of my, I guess, cards in my hand. I will slow myself down if I do that because I won't have a lot of playmaking potential. And he's going to attack with his Yeti Yearling. I do need to be careful about Sejuani leveling up, so we just need to make sure that we're not getting hit too many times so that he can level up Sejuani. Let's see, we're going to play Salvage. Draw some extra cards here. And now we've got our third warning shot, and we're going to attack with Fizz. If he's got anything to kill Fizz with, we've got warning shots here to be able to survive a lot of targeted abilities. Okay, so we get another Make It Rain.
We go where the War Mother bids.
And he gets his allegiance. Awesome. Okay, we're going to play Zap Spray Fin.
Can't say no to Fizz.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just making sure that we have enough space in our hand for next turn here. We're going to only block the Yeti Yearling. Kill that. Alright. Riptide Rex is looking good for turn 8. We are going to use the Yordle Grifter here, and we don't get our allegiance, so that's awesome.
Many tribes under one.
Alright, we're only running 6 we are only running 6 Noxus cards in this deck, so that kind of sucks. I'm going to attack with my Yordle Grifter because I have 2 Make It Rains. That's going to allow me to potentially kill off his Avarice and Hearthguard here. And we're going to end the round.
Surround them.
Alright, that's fine.
You can't do this.
I'm going to use Make It Rain and make sure that I kill this Avarice and Outrider here. Let's see if he's got something like a Fury of the North, which it doesn't look like he does. Awesome. I'm gonna pass it back to him here.
Smell that barg? Fear.
And that's a big unit. Okay, I'm gonna use my second Make It Rain just to kill this Avarice and Hearthguard here. Fizz is getting close to being leveled up here. We could do it next round if we wanted to. I'm actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to use Salvage here. Why not? Alright, we have all 3 visions. And we're going to end the round. Awesome. We're in a pretty good spot here, barring anything crazy.
I have the best job. God axes need victims. Now we're cooking.
Alright, so we level up Fizz here with our Spinning Axe. We're giving it to Draven along with Vision here, so that we have enough to take out his Enraged Yeti. So super good play here, and we are looking pretty good, to be honest here. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I might play Chum the Waters this turn.
Oh, brother.
I was going to say that.
Who do I want to... I'm going to put it on the Darius. This isn't a harrowing deck, so it's okay to kill the Darius here. Next round, especially since we're going to be summoning this Chum up the Waters here. We're going to be able to kill one of these 2. We do need to be careful about taking extra damage from them though. He might open attack here. If he doesn't, we're in a pretty good spot with Riptide Rex, so let's see what he does. He's thinking about it.
Our strength is yours.
Awesome. Riptide Rex play now.
Good to go.
See if he's got Fury of the North. We will force that out of him if he does, and it doesn't look like he does. Okay. We're in a super good spot now. And you can't play Sejuani. Not enough mana to play Sejuani here. He does have another Wolf Rider. That is fine here.
Maul them.
We march.
We're going to block with our bigger unit here, so that he doesn't get any damage onto us. Okay, and he surrenders. So, pretty good gameplay, to be honest. That was actually a really good gameplay there, showing kind of the potential of this Fizz and Draven deck with the Riptide Rex. I'm actually really pleased with how that went. We were able to mitigate any aggression that he had, although it wasn't a super like aggressive early deck, early game deck. We still were able to kind of mitigate any damage that he did to us. And then as soon as he had the Darius out, we had more than 10 health on our Nexus, which prevented the level up. It may have been a little bit less likely that we could win that if he had attacked with his Wolf Rider and Darius there. Instead, he developed a little bit, and then we had the Riptide Rex to take out his unit. So, yeah, awesome gameplay. I'm actually really happy with that and how that went.